Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway as we get ready for the Six Flags 300 at Atlanta. Well, first time we came here earlier in the season, it was one of the early races of the season. Luna Morales came out on top in a wreck fest. But we look to come back to this track once again, try to maybe crown a new champion, or can Luna Morales take both races this year? And that's going to be the biggest thing coming out of this race, is who can win it. And now we're going to hit your starting lineups. Starting on pole in that number one, in the double zero is going to be Bailey Dats. Oop, I screwed up the thing, didn't I? Okay. I think I did. Alright, whatever. Starting in the double zero is going to be Bailey Dats on your pole. Zachariah Cartledge second in the number 61. Third is going to be Caden Gulo in the 48. Fourth, Jackson Cottingham in the 07. Fifth, Chase Ingram in the 01. Sixth, Thomas Annunziata in the 70. 7, Micah Sanchez in the 41. 8th, Danny DeStasio in the number 7. 9th, Cole Trudeau in the 62. 10th, Mr. Bear in the 36. 11th, Wyatt Youngblood back up front in the top 12 in that number 12 car. And 12th is Snowflake Bells in the number 10. On to the next, Landon Slagan in the 91 and 13th. Sebastian Sapien in 14th in the 42. 15th, Jingles Bells in the 19. 16th, Sacramento Cali in the 4. 17th, Luna Morales in the 15. 18th, Jeff Bells in the 11. 19th, Michael A. Good in the 25. 20th, Josh Berry in the 18. 21st, Jay Bergamouth in the 34. 22nd, Jax Holder in the 2. 23rd, Nolan Crane in the 44. 24th, Colby Brown in the 73. 25th, Casey Bristow in the 92. 26th, James Carney in the 66. 27th, Ethan Eckert in the 22. 28th, Gavin Smith in the 13. 29th, Paxton Brandon in the 94. 30th, Gizmo Tech in the 38. 31st, George Kierfield third in the 64. 32nd, Redding Cali in the 65. 33rd, John Bergamouth the third in the 35. 34th, Bryson Moody in the 45. 35th, Brian Post in the 8. And rounding out your field in 36 is Mellon in the number 1. So as we get ready to kick the tires and go dancing from the great track, we got to look at one of our drivers who is going up to Cup next year. And that is Zachariah Cartledge in that number 61, moving up to the Cup as his team takes some charters and moves up to the Publix series. So, on the GKR Broadcast Network, presented on GTV Sports, well, lap 1 of 45 here in the Six Flags 300. And as we get ready for everybody to start the engines up and get going, we're going to have a great race here. And as you see by the lights on the top, we are ready. Start heading out onto the track. And man, is it going to be a good one. As now the drivers will start to head out onto the racetrack. And Bailey Dats in that number 00 Chevrolet will lead them out for PlayStation Motorsports, as PlayStation Motorsports continues to try to win more races in the Publix series with Daniel DeSasio and the 00 of Bailey Dats, both here. Yeah, it's going to be a great start for them. Starting first and 8th. But everybody else, besides, everybody else in the top 10 besides one do not have a win this season. Cole Trudeau, the only one. He has 2 on the season. Wyatt Youngblood in 11th with 1 win. And then from down there, everybody else scattered. But realistically, you're looking at a pretty good fight for the finish here, especially with Bryson Moody's 3 wins, but he's starting 35th. So it's going to be a difficult start to this race for him. But knowing how last race went, you got to be very vigilant. You got to be very on your toes, or you could be wrecked out really early. Zechariah Cartledge is probably one of the biggest surprises here. He's going up to Cup next season. He's, he's bought his ride. He's bought it, and he's ready to start moving and making moves up to Cup. And green flag in the air as we get going from the Six Flags 300. And look at that, Bailey Datz with a huge jump on the bottom. Zechariah is going to try to go down in front of Caden Gulo, and he's going to get it. He cleared him. Right here. Top line, remember, top line still makes some magic, and right now they're going to try to push forward and make that magic happen. As there they go on the top side. Onto the bottom. Whoa, Micah Sanchez got really loose through the corner. Cottingham up top, followed by Annunziata, then Dan DeStasio. On the bottom now, Zechariah Cartledge. He's going to get stuck on the bottom under that other Toyota in the field. And Cottingham and the 00 are going to fight it out first and second. Jackson Cottingham, the only one who will be moving teams this season. Well, not really moving teams. He's not really moving teams. He's just taking the entire team and putting his number on it. Him and Michael Good will be in the 07 and 25 next season for Cottingham Motorsports. Or Cottingham Racing. And the caution's out. And behind a big crash. Whoa! And it involves, once again, Cole Trudeau involved. Shades of last time. And, caution. Our first caution early. In this one. Let's see what happened. It's right here. 3 wide going into the corner. Oh, squeeze the 36 up top. And he's all over the racetrack. Oh, and a huge crash behind. We thought there were going to be less, and he gets his teammate involved as well. Well, it got bigger. All of the teammates from GKR involved early on in this first wreck. And, well, as we were saying, behind them, the rest of the field got swirled up and just spit out. And we're going to look from the point of view of the 65 Redding Cali. That was kind of ugly. Right here. Take a look at that 65 Ford machine. Look, he's going across the track. Oh, and just everybody else in the backfield. Jax Holder almost flipped over. He was on top of the rear deck lid of Brian Post's number 8. And well, our first caution early on in this race, lap 4. Well, everybody going to have to try to do something here as, right now, yeah, that was weird of scoring them a lead lap down, but there goes the 64 around. Yeah, Bryson Moody gets through it, and he's up 16 spots to 18th now. Yeah, a lot of the guys, like Michael Good, onto pit road trying to fix whatever damage he got. Colby Brown, Brian Post, James Carney, Cole Trudeau all had to tow. Mellon, I think as well, also had to tow. Somebody just blew up on pit road. Oh. He's not in his pit box. Hold on. We're going to go take a look. He's not in his pit box. Let's see. It sounded like he blew his engine, and I'm so confused. Let's take a look from the interior of the car. I mean, somebody blew it up. Car's still running in here, so interesting. Somebody blew up their car though. So that was an interesting situation. But Michael Good back out on the track right now. So definitely wasn't him who blew it up. It was somebody else. Now Jax Holder and Mellon onto pit road with George Kierfias the third as well. I don't know who blew it up, but whoever it was has to have big damage now. And everybody else kind of not in a situation where they could be, but we are now 1 to green on lap number 6 of 45, and, well, as you can see by all the stuff that's gone on, it's gone interesting. Very quick. So now, looking at this field, it's kind of slimmed down a little bit. A lot of guys involved in that last wreck, so it could be a huge issue. And as we get ready to go green, pace car will pull off this time, and we'll get back going once again from the GKR AI Series. Publix AI Series. And the pace car is off, and as we get ready to go green, they are in the pace zone. Green flag in the air, and Bailey, that's another great jump off the restart. And here comes Jackson Cottingham to the bottom. Behind them, top line still trying to make something work and get going. There's still a lot of race left. Not a lot of the field left, though. Maybe 20 cars still left in this race out of the 36. That started 22, it looks like. Similarly, a couple cars a lap down. But right now, it's the battle of the front runners to see who will make the playoffs. Who's going to have a shot to take home a playoff berth here as we get closer to the end of the season? Let's see how many races we have left in our series, and it's going to be interesting. See how many races we got left in the end of the season. I mean, it's going to get really interesting as we start to hit crunch time, because a lot of drivers who are on the hot seat right now need to make the playoffs, or they may be gone. A lot of driver moves so far, and well, Publix news, Nolan Crane is currently... Oh, Zachariah Cartledge around a huge crash. And right before we get to the news, Zachariah Cartledge goes around, and we have our second caution. Well, it looked like something big was going to happen there, and then, you see the 61 go around, and all hell breaks loose. Let's go through and take a look at this. So 3 wide right here. He's going to get into the 91. Almost goes around and upside down. Wyatt Youngblood involved. The 92 of Bristow involved. And sliding in, Paxton Brennan hits his teammate. And Zachariah Cartledge. Big damage on that race car. And we're back under caution once again. Well, at least we could talk about, what we're going to say before, as these guys coming to pit. Now, did everybody come into pit? That's the real question. I'm interested in everybody coming into pit. They did not. Oh, yes, they did. No, we're going to take a look. Pit cycle is going on now. Nobody stays out. I don't think, at least. Pit cycles coming out, and we're going to take a quick break while you go through pit cycles. So, interesting news. Jay Bergermouth comes out to be the first car on the lead lap. Comes out to be the leader. Big gain for him. He's up 20 spots from his starting position. The 19 is going to go back down pit road. As we get ready for, after the second caution, what we're going to end up having. But, you know. All right, here we go. We're gonna make the big thing. So, JKR announced that Nolan Crane will be driving the number 64 Ford Mustang in the Publix Series next season, and that is because George Kirifides III will be full-time in trucks next season, and he will be missing the 44. Now, the 44 will be changed to the 10. Ryan Kilbashian will be in that one. After this, R2R will be purchasing 3 of the 4 Brandon Bristow Racing charters, and the 4th will be purchased by Cottingham Racing. That's Jackson Cottingham. He's purchasing his own car, and we have a stack up in the back. But Cottingham will be purchasing his own race car, the one that he raced in the 07, and Zechariah Cartlidge will purchase the 3 of the 4 of those. And all the other ones are AI Cup Series news. And as we get ready for the next green flag run, well, take a look and see. Bailey Datz comes back up to the front anyways with his teammate Daniel DeSasio behind him. Now, a big thing is going to be, you know, what's going on in the back. I mean, they're all sitting laying back, so that's going to be interesting. Right now, though, Micah Sanchez, who got heartbroken at Indy, found his way up back to the front, trying to take a win away. And Jay Bergermouth has already won one, so we'll be locked in on points. I think we already have one that's locked in on points, honestly. I gotta check. We haven't done points in a while. Green flag back in the air. And we're back to racing once again, and let me look at that. Great jump for the 34. And really, a lot of cars remaining that are not really left. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how many cars remain at the end of this race, as crashes have taken out a lot of these guys. Well, remember, we come out here with Cup next week. Well, not next week. We come out with Cup later. The Cup race should be out soon. It's coming up next. So we're going to check the GKRAI Series, you know, schedule. And, well, we hit Pocono next week, then Watkins Glen, Kansas, and Daytona. So after this race, 4 races remain in the regular season. And we're definitely getting ready for a push and a half for a lot of these drivers to try to get up and go. And if you look at it right now, Bailey Datz and his teammate Daniel DeStasio trying to find a way to put both of their cars in the playoffs. And Jay Bergermouth is trying to find a way to spoil it. Here he comes. That 34 is chugging along. Oh, your Chicago Street Course winner, Jay Bergermouth, is now just trying to keep pushing forward, trying to get more wins, trying to get further into the playoff picture. And behind him, though, is Luna Morales. She won the first race here earlier this year. And does she have a chance to do it again? That's going to be the real question. Can you sweep here? And that's going to be a big thing as they go down the back straightaway. 3 wide behind Michael Good, his future teammate Jackson Cottingham, and Chase Ingram, all 3 wide through the corner. And right now, Daniel DeStasio with a huge lead behind them. We're going to take a look behind them at this pack with Michael Good, and now with Gavin Smith, 3 wide. They're going to get into each other. Oh, man, he's going to have to keep it steady. They're going to have to keep it steady big time. Right now, Chase Ingram just stuck on the top, trying to get down, and he's going to get let down. 2 wide. Once again, no 3 wide at all, as Daniel DeStasio gets caught up to Here comes the 34 on the outside being pushed by the 15. Michael Good. Also there, they get checked up really big. Checked up really big. And that run is gone. And now you let the two teammates behind each other. They're going to go. Jay Bergermouth is doing it all on his own, though. Look at him. Look at him fly side by side. While Bailey Dats abandons his teammate, he's going to leave him on the bottom. Here comes Bailey Dats now. He's on the top line. The 15 behind. Danny DeStasio now. He's looking to try to pass back the 34. Lap 19. We're not even halfway through yet. Once we hit lap 20, we're going to get the 25 laps to go. Or lap 21. We'll get the 25 laps to go. Not halfway through quite yet. But down the back straightaway once again. Here they come. I mean, look at the run by Jeff Bells. He's also up there. Gavin Smith, who's won a race for Austin Mitchell Racing, still looking for something else. He's trying to get another one. Here he comes on the outside. You can see him all the way back there. And now the two teammates, DeStasio and Dats, both closing in on the back bumper of Jay Bergermouth. Here comes the 00 on the outside. Is Danny going to take the run to the outside? No, not yet. Keeping it there. And now, not quite up to the outside line. They're going to get all over the place. And Jay Bergermouth still leads. 25 to go on GTV Sports. And man, is it going to get interesting. Six Flags 300 from Atlanta. Closest Six Flags Park right here. It's going to be Six Flags over Georgia. Home of Goliath. Twisted Cyclone. Some of the best roller coasters at a Six Flags Park. And look at that. Danny had a run, but 00 gave the 34 a push out of the corner. Now Gavin Smith also closing in. Here comes the rest of the pack. Side by side. Almost into turn one. Danny DeStasio side by side with his teammate. Almost got into him. There's a car with missing a rear clip coming up ahead. Lap traffic. That is the 35. That's Jay Bergermouth's teammate, John Bergermouth III. And they're going to pass him on the low side. Lap traffic in the way. Early into the run. And now look at Gavin Smith to the bottom. Gavin Smith's come all the way up. He's now on the bottom trying to get the 34 out of his way to try to pass him. The 00 Bailey, that's still on the top. Here comes Jeff Bells. Everybody else getting up here. Some cars multiple laps down like the 36. He's just up here for the thrill of it. Mr. Bear having so many issues. He's sitting 20th right now, 5 laps down, but in the middle of the pack. As Jay Bergermouth continues to lead this race. Gavin Smith behind. Gavin Smith won Bristol. He's looking to try to add another tally next to his name. Trying to win here at Atlanta to try to get Austin Mitchell Racing another win. And man, is it tight. Austin Mitchell Racing has been undoubtedly the best Publix Series team all year long. Bryson Moody with 3 wins. Brian Post with 1 win. Josh Berry with 1 win. And Gavin Smith with 1 win. Then here comes Gavin Smith on the high side. Gets loose coming off the corner. And does he clear him? Is he clear? No, he's not. Gavin Smith still on the corner panel. Over the high side. Side by side. Down the back, or down in the dog leg of line. Gavin Smith leading. Daniel DeStasio is going to pass the 34. Here they come. 20 to go in the Six Flags 300. Jay Bergermouth dropping back. Gavin Smith leading big, but they're going to catch him really quick. And look at that. Bailey Dats still aligned with his teammate. Look at all the Chevys up here, man. There are maybe 2 Toyotas and 1 Ford, and everybody else is a Chevy. And look at that. He's dropped all the way back. Daniel DeStasio side by side. Going to take the lead. Lap traffic ahead. Here comes Nolan Crane, the Talladega winner. He just moved, got a offer, and signed with George Kirifitis Racing. He's got to finish this season with NCR, though. And that's going to be a huge deal. He's in the playoffs with that JBL number 44 machine. Oh, Moody's in the way. Moody's going to slow up his own teammate. Oh, no. Bryson Moody slows up his own teammate. That allows everybody to pass. Bryson Moody now in the way. It's going to allow these three cars in front to try to push something to make something happen. Jeff Bell's looking for a run on the top. Here he comes. Here he comes on the top. Universal Technical Institute number 11 machine of Jeff Bell's is going to pass on the outside. And behind him is Michael Good. Now Zechariah Cartlidge now out of this race after that wreck that he had. Now 2 weeks in a row almost. With just insane amount of damage. He flipped at Chicagoland a couple weeks. I think it could have been last week. But Gavin Smith, look at Gavin Smith. He's trying to make a comeback back up. And now Michael Good also fighting with Daniel DeStasio. That's going to allow the 13 to try to catch back up. Behind them, Thomas and Annunziata in the number 70 WeatherTech machine. And here they come. Michael Good now into second. Jeff Bell still leading Gavin Smith. 15 to go. And man, is it going to get harder and harder from here. Because pit strategy. And we're going to pull that up right now. Who is on the highest stint length? Nobody. Well, except for Jay Bergamoth, who's not pitted yet. And that's going to be a tough task to try to pull. Michael Good, who had damage, by the way, up to the front of the field. Look at him go. He's behind, getting pushed by Gavin Smith. And Gavin Smith trying to pass on the outside. Here comes lap traffic once again. Michael Good on the outside, going to pass. Jeff Bell's going to have to slow up. Slows up heavily. Everybody else, the 35 is going to go high. He's going to block. Oh, my goodness. Oh, with 13 to go, Michael Good and Gavin Smith and Daniel DeStasio all together. The rest of the pack. Michael Good now trying to get his first career win here at Atlanta. Trying to lock himself into the playoffs. Remember, he's not a Cottingham Racing affiliate quite yet. He's on his own startup team. That is a startup number 25, Michael Good Racing. And he's just trying to push. Continuously, Gavin Smith trying to play spoiler for Austin Mitchell Racing. And now, it's going to be a race. Here comes Smith to the outside. Caution is out. Bryson Moody. And he's off the racetrack. So, caution comes out right as we get to the good part. Something finally ended Bryson Moody's race right here. Yeah, him and the 10 get it. Oh, and a huge hit. He blows the engine. Oh, my goodness. Blew the engine. And he's off the racetrack, and, well, now we come back as we get ready for what could be the perennial insane end to this race with 10 to go. Michael Good is your leader, trying to catch back up to the pace car right now. And it's going to be a huge one, as with 10 to go under our third caution, Michael Good definitely has a chance to do something insane. And now, one thing, Toyota has not gotten a win in the Publix series at all this season. So this could be a huge chance for Toyota to get their first win. And as you can see, a couple lap cars getting to them first. And oh, Gizmo attacking the 38 should be getting the wave around. He's up here, and all these cars are going to get the all these cars should be getting the wave around. I mean, Gizmo Tech is only a lap down. He's still got a chance to be in this thing, and we should be getting the wave around right now. And all these cars should be getting the free pass. We're going to take a look at this 38, who, I mean, hasn't gotten a win quite yet. Been in a couple incidents and wrecks as of late. Did Michael Good have to stop his car? No, he's back here. Well, it seems like these guys have gotten in front of the guys behind. It's going to be interesting to figure out how that's going to work, but it should all sort itself out, because everybody who's in from 5th down are all just so far away from the leader, and it looks like because they passed the pace car. And well, with 9 to go, this is a shakeup that you wouldn't see, and there goes the 38. He's going to be able to get around now. And now they start to get side by side. I'm so interested to see what's going on here, as they have not figured out this mess yet. And well, this is definitely a mess. I mean, with 8 to go, Gizmo Tech's gonna get the lap back, but realistically, does he get the lap back? I mean, he's not going to be able to pass the leader, who, I mean, in all seriousness, these four are just behind the field. And it's 1 to green. I'm so confused. And what is going to end up happening here is, if these guys are the leaders, there may be a huge penalty coming up very, very soon for all 4 of these guys who ended up going in front. And nope, there they go. Here we go. And now fixing it. Never mind. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Is the green flag out? Green flag is out. I don't know what is going on, but it looks like they just let the pace car go. Well, that was confusing. Caution's going to come back out again. Caution's just going to come back out again. I'm so confused at what just happened. So, caution flag is back out again, trying to sort this out before we get to the point of no return. And now everybody should catch up, and we should get the finish that we need. Yeah, that was weird. That caution didn't get anything sorted out. So right here, Michael Good just with 6 to go, caution flag back out again. And once we go 1 lap of full entire green, we're gonna get going once again. Yeah. Oh, they're coming down. Never mind. Michael Good coming down into the pits. So, fuel strategy didn't play out well, but he's down into the pits now, and the only person who really stayed out was Gavin Smith. Gavin Smith stayed out with the 11 of Jeff Bell's. So, what is going on? I'm so confused. Bailey Datz stayed out. Nolan Crane didn't. Then 94 of Paxton Brandon is up 21 spots, stayed out. Caden Gulo is out. Chase Ingram's in. Micah Sanchez is out. So, I don't even know. I don't know what is going on. So, Michael Good's coming down to the pits. Now, everybody's having the same stint length, so is Gavin Smith trying to play a stint try? Because I'm so confused. Michael Good in his pit box right now, probably just fueling and going. Danny Estasio's out. He's in the pits for a little bit longer. Now he's gonna go, and he almost got into the 19. But I'm so confused at what's going on. Well, we don't need to expedite this caution very quick, but Jay Bergermouth came in 5 laps ago and is out now, back in the top 10. So I guess it did work out for his strat. But then again, he went 35 laps and he was able to make it the last 5 laps to lap 40. Now we head to the last, was going to be 3 laps, and Gavin Smith is just there. I'm so confused with what's going on. Did he take enough fuel to make it to the end? Or are we going to have a chance at somebody running out here? Michael Good just pitted, and I'm so confused on why he pitted too. But then again, who knows? It's a very confusing situation here as we get to that point. But interesting start. So we should be going 1 to green here. Well, if you didn't think that the first Atlanta race was confusing, how about a double caution that brings out because nobody got lined up correctly? That is what just happened here. And, well, I don't know what, I do not know what just happened. So, now getting ready, everybody else, here they come up. Michael Good's still out in 9th, so still has a chance to win, but not as much as him being in front. Wyatt Youngblood, another terrible finish for him. He's 5 laps down. Once again, 21st, just probably because of that injury at Dover. I really think that's really what took his season all the way down. But Gavin Smith now up 27 spots in the lead with 4 to go, going to be 3 to go. And as we get ready to go green once again, that was very confusing. I don't know what just happened, but you know what? We got it. We got it. Everything should be good. All right, pace car's going to come in, and we're going to go back green once again. 3 laps to go. It's a shootout. Green flag back in the air. Green. And after our 4th caution, which realistically was an expedited 3rd caution, now we get ready to go. Gavin Smith still leads, but Jeff Bell's on the rear bumper trying to make something happen behind them. The field is still 2 by 2, trying to spoil this victory for the top 2 guys. Here they come. Outside is going to be the 11. Paxton Brandon. Look at him. Here he comes in 94. 2 to go. Bailey Datz on the outside. They're 3 wide behind. They're going to have to get to the white flag. Down the back straightaway. Gavin Smith leads by a lot. Here comes Jeff Bells. He's going to try to go to the bottom. Pitting again. 3 cars pitting. Michael Good's one of them. I don't know what just happened, but we're going to come here and take the white flag. Gavin Smith out front. White flag. 1 to go. Here comes the 11. They're bashing side by side. He's left on the bottom. Here comes Jeff Bells. Behind them, Caden Gulo, they split 3, almost 3. And down the back straightaway, Jeff Bells leads. Jeff Bells out front. 2 cars coming down into pit road. Did he stretch the fuel enough? I thought I just heard somebody blow up, but it doesn't matter. Off turn 4. Here they come to the line. Jeff Bells is going to win the Six Flags 300. The first win for EKR all year long comes at Atlanta. I'm sorry, a second win for EKR comes at Atlanta. And I think we had something happen on that last lap. But Jeff Bells is your winner. And we're going to go take a look at what happened on the last lap between Nolan Crane and the 4. Yes, I knew I did hear something. And there was something. So right here, Nolan Crane getting into his future car right here. They got into each other. Oh, and that's where I heard the engine blow up. Well, 64, huge damage. He's not going to be able to finish that race, but Jeff Bells comes home your winner from the Six Flags 300. And you know what? Let's get into your results. Okay, we do not have race results yet. Can we get race results, please? Okay. We're going to take a look at Jeff Bells really quick. Cannot get the race results quite yet. All right, we do have your race results. Jeff Bells comes home your winner. Gavin Smith second, Paxton Brandon third, Caden Gulo fourth, Casey Bristow fifth, sixth Micah Sanchez, seventh Billy Datz, eighth Jay Burgermouth, ninth Luna Morales, 10th Chase Ingram, 11th Michael Good, 12th Landon Slagan, 13th Jackson Cottingham, 14th Thomas Annunziata, 15th Gizmo Tech, 16th Nolan Crane, 17th Danny DeStasio, 18th Snowflake Bells, 19th John Bergamoth III, 20th Mr. Bear, 21st Josh Berry, 22nd Wyatt Youngblood, 23rd Jax Holder, 24th Mellon, 25th George Kierfius III, 26th Bryson Moody, 27th Jingles Bells, 28th Ethan Eckert, 29th Sacramento Cali, 30th James Carney, 31st Zechariah Cartledge, 32nd Sebastian Sapien, 33rd Renan Cali, 34th Cultured O, 35th Colby Brown, and rounding out your field in 36th was Brian Post. Well, we thank you for coming out to Atlanta Motor Speedway for this race, and well, playoffs. 4 races remain until we get to the playoffs, and a champion will be crowned. Thank you, and have a good night.